Hey everyone! So I said I would do a separate video on my three sisters, or my attempt, I guess. I wanted to plant corn for the first time this year, and as I was just doing some research online, I came across the Three Sisters method and was very intrigued by it. So I'm sure most of you know what it is, but in case you don't, I'll kind of give you a little brief overview. So the Native Americans would plant corn, beans, and squash together, and they would call them the Three Sisters. And each of them contribute something to one another. And it would sustain them physically and spiritually, which I found very interesting. And I'm part Native American, so it made it that much more delightful, I guess, for me to research this. So anyway, so the corn acts like the older sister and allows the beans to climb up the corn stalks. And then the beans is the giving sister, so it pulls nitrogen from the air and it puts it into the soil for the benefit of all three. And the squash are supposed to be like a living mulch that keeps the soil moist and cool, and to prevent weeds, which of course you can see weeds all over my garden, so hopefully that will be helpful. So the way I did it, and I didn't really, look at different ways on how to do it. I just did it kind of my way, and it's more of like an experiment for me. So if it works this way, I'll do it again this way. But basically, I'm doing a trial run to see how well it does, and then I can tweak it for next year if need be. So the corn is glass gem corn, which I got from my uncle, the Midwest gardener. I think most of you know him, and if you don't, you should definitely subscribe to his channel because he is awesome and he is an amazing gardener. But anyway, he kind of spoils me a little bit. So he gave me some glass gem corn, and I plan to use that for popcorn because me and my son love popcorn, or I'm thinking about making some cornmeal out of it, kind of see what I can make with that. But anyway, so I actually planted the corn and the beans together. Now the corn, some of them had come up, and then I don't know what got to them. Something either ate them or they just didn't make it, so I have some kind of holes, if you can kind of see some spaces that are open. So I'm thinking about trying to plant some more, but I really, with the corn getting as big as it is, I don't know how it would do. But anyway, so I planted the beans at the same time as the corn, and so I'm trying to see if that was a good method or not. As you can see, some of the beans are already starting to vine up, and some of them kind of don't have a place to go, so, but we'll see how it goes. And then squash, I'm very shy about growing squash, but I planted a couple the other day, so I'm waiting for those still to come up. And I'm really just planting it kind of around the corn versus kind of intertwined with it, just to see how that goes. So I have one that came up already, and he's kind of towards the back over here. It's just a winter squash. So we'll see how that ends up doing. I'm just a little more shy this year with the squash than I normally would be, I guess. So we'll see. But I kind of wanted to show you what I had planned on doing with this, and wish me luck. Say some little prayers for me that it goes well, and let me know if you've ever done a Three Sisters garden and how it worked out for you, and what kind of method you did with the planting schedule. So anyway, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching.